We are back and hopefully gonna get some good work done today. Standing in our mobile home hallway. Mobile home hallways aren't known for being very bright and open and cheery. Hopefully we can brighten it up, make it look nice, clean, modern. There's only so much you could do with a hallway. At our previous home, we actually did something really cool with the wall in the hallway, and we put polycarbonate panels that let light through up on one of the walls.
It was so cool.
And it really lit up the hallway and opened it up. It just gave it a really cool feel. Unfortunately, that's not going to work in this house. Just not going to do that. It is what it is. But as you can see, we've been doing some work. Put some paper on the ceiling. Started doing our paper technique. We're not going to show a lot of that because it's boring. Right now, my goal is this wall. This is paneling and it has the lines in it. And as you can see right here, I actually tried putting paper on the wall as an experiment. I just wanted to see how well you would see the grooves through it. And I'm not happy with it. You can see the grooves. It does cover them over okay in some areas, but overall you can see a lot of the grooves. We picked up some spackling, and I'm hoping that this will do the trick. I'm just going to try to go over all the cracks, all the seams in this wall, and try to smooth it out the best I can so when we put our paper over it, it looks solid. Mm-hmm. I know some people have wanted us to rip down this paneling and just put drywall up, and they're probably going to still say that, especially doing all this work, but this is still less work than pulling this down, removing all the staples and glue from the studs, bringing drywall home,
which is heavy and annoying,
and putting it up, and then doing drywall seams. It's actually a lot of effort, money, time, and hassle. There's a little bit of flex in the wall right here. I might have to tack that down. So that didn't go too bad. I got it all done. The wall looks a lot smoother now. So while that's drying, I'm going to work on Maverick's door. We would love to do a final reveal and walkthrough of Maverick's bedroom, but this door needs to be finished. Still doesn't have a knob, and it still needs to be oiled. So I'm going to work on oiling that right now. We're going to be finishing the door with tung oil, and I just thinned it down about 1-to-1 with some citrus solvent. It just makes the oil a little bit thinner, so it absorbs into the wood easier. I'm just trying to make sure it's mixed in good. I'm going to be rolling this on just because it's quicker in the door to use a roller. We've had some questions about, because we've used a lot of shellac in Maverick's room for the trim, if we like the oil still, and we definitely like the oil still. The only reason we didn't oil his trim is because the oil takes a long time to dry and an even longer time to cure. And we just wanted to get Maverick in his room. Look how that brings out the wood there. I mean, look at the contrast. Isn't that cool?
Yeah, it's awesome.
The problem with oiling stuff in place is that it's messy. And it gets like kind of orange looking over time if you get it on the walls or anything. People ask us about these small rollers because we use them so often. And this is exactly why we like them. Because like, look how tight I can get into all these small edges even, where a big roller just wouldn't touch. Same thing with paint. Hopefully I can get it down there without touching the floor. Oh.
This side of the door is much lighter.
Yeah. And that's cool with me.
Yep. I like variety in wood.
On this first coat, you kind of really want to saturate the wood, but on a door like this, we find that they really don't take the oil very well. The veneer is so thin that it just absorbs very oddly. So I'm not putting a ton of oil on. So I got the first coat on this. We're going to let that dry for a little while. I think about 40 minutes is what they recommend. And then go back over it again. Just keep putting it on until it won't absorb anymore. But like I said, the veneer is so thin that it probably won't absorb much more anyway. So while that's drying, let's work on something else. We also have our closet door, which needs oil. This one's going to be a little more tricky. I think I'm going to get the brush out for these. But let's get oil on this. I don't know if we're going to regret this, but we're going to go ahead and oil this door. We were going to shellac it, going to oil it. We went back and forth. We feel like the oil is going to be easier to get on and prevent drips and all that stuff. Well, this is easy. I mean, it's not like I'm struggling to get a finish on there.
Yeah.
A little slow. How would you like to do this part? Let me go ahead and hit the inside here. And then I'll pour some more in the tray for you, okay? Mm-hmm. There's my half citrus solvent. There's my half oil. I'm not sure how I'm feeling about that dark wood in the middle. It really shows the contrast between the outside frame, but it could look cool when it's done, so we're going to give it a shot. Just see how it looks. So Ashley's working away at the door, almost done. Just working on these backside. So what do you guys think? Is the contrast okay between the pine and the fir, or whatever they used in the middle here? Ashley's got the door done. The oil looks good. The door is a lot darker than I anticipated. I knew it was going to darken up, but there was a strong contrast. I'm going to let it dry, and we'll see how we feel about it in time. But while that's drying, let's work on something else. We recently got this laundry cove papered, and now we get to paint it. So I'm going to be painting the walls white, get our first coat on. That's probably more than enough. If you guys ever notice, we take our rollers, we probably don't show it often, but we take them out of these bags. We actually keep our rollers in the refrigerator to keep them fresh. And that way we can keep reusing the same pads over and over again. And just by
without having to wash them all the time.
Yeah, and that's actually another reason that we really like these small rollers over the big ones, because these take up a lot less space in the fridge. This is the first coat. We're going to do 2 coats. And the reason we're working on this is because it has to get done, but we want to get the dryer in here and make room in the living room. These small rollers also get in the corners very well, you can see. Right in there.
Yep, so there's no need for a brush, and you get the nice even texture.
Yep. You might have noticed that I also have the ceiling around the light boxes are papered. And that's because I really wanted to get the ceiling lights up in the hallway so we get a better light for the rest of the hallway project. So, while I'm doing this, I'm going to paint around these And the goal is that I can eventually get the lights just permanently installed, even if the ceiling isn't done yet. Alright, this is looking good. We got this whole nook painted, first coat. After this is dry, we'll throw another coat on, get the electrical done, and then hopefully get that dryer in here, making way for work in the living room, which we're really excited about. But while this paint is drying, let's work on something else. So you remember this wall, it's dry. I think we can go ahead and seal it. Because I don't have a primer, I'm gonna go over it with a Guards Problem Surface Sealer. I think it'll work fine to harden up these spackle joints. I just want them nice and hard and dry so that I can put paper and everything over it. We really love this Guards Problem Surface Sealer. It's actually made for like if you have drywall where the paper's been torn off or damaged and it's crumbly or that fuzzy papery feel. You can just go over it and it dries clear, but it'll dry hard. It's got a resin in it and it'll just seal up the drywall so that it's usable again. You can make it smooth. But it'll work good for this too, I believe. Basically, I'm just going to seal wherever I put the spackling. I'm done sealing the spackle, and I noticed while I was going over it that you could see the dips a little bit. And it's weird because the spackling says it will not sink or shrink. One fill, you know, it's not supposed to shrink. I would say almost definitely shrunk. I filled those pretty good, and I even had to go back over some while I was doing it. And I can still see it dips in a little bit. So I don't know if this is the final coat. I hope so, because I already sealed it all. We basically want the paper to cover without seeing all the lines in the wood. I don't know. It might be okay. I'm going to call it good for now. Again, I could always do another paper test and see if paper shows those lines or not. But for now, I gotta let that dry. So while that's drying, let's work on something else. So I'm in our future kitchen, and you can see I recently moved an outlet. This outlet is actually supposed to power the range hood, and where I had it before, I had it designed for cabinets that went to the ceiling. It was going to conceal it, but what we did was change our cabinet plans, so our cabinets aren't going to go quite to the ceiling. So now that outlet was in a bad spot, so I went ahead and moved it down, and also over a little bit, just to a little better location. So I definitely want to get this hole patched up, so I'm going to do that now. I'll have to run out to the barn and get a little piece of drywall, but let's tackle this little job too. I don't want to shove it in there and not get it out. That's good. I forgot to grab insulation, so let me just grab a little tuft of that. When we go shopping at the store, I like to run in the parking lot up to the store. And Ashley always gets mad at me because she doesn't like to run. Insulation. Just got a thinner piece of wood so it won't mess up my insulation as much, and I hope that I can make this work. I hate to even put tape on here because I feel like it's going to bulge, but let's make it kind of strong. I'm not too worried about this being perfect because it's actually going to be behind the finished cabinets. It'll never experience any kind of strain or stress or weird things. And these screws, I'm going to take those out later. I didn't set them in. I just wanted to hold this all in place while this is drying, if that makes sense. I'm glad I got that done. It's not perfect. I wish I could have done it differently, but I don't know. I just had to kind of throw it together. It was kind of difficult to patch because I had spray foam in there and it was right next to a stud and everything, so I think it'll be strong enough when it all dries. But yeah, that's done. And while it's drying, I think we can work on something else. So we're gonna go out. We thought we'd take a quick drive to town and get some pallets and probably get a couple other things done while we're out. So let's load up.
Is that the last one?
Maybe. We'll cap it off, right?
Yeah.
We're all loaded up, ready to go to the next store, and I just wanted to say that we did ask and receive permission to take pallets from this location. So always ask first, because some people do reuse their pallets. Well guys, we're back home, and I guess today was pretty successful. Not only did we get a lot done on the house, but we went out, we got some pallets, and we bought windows. We bought windows for Belle's room and the bathroom, and those are the 2 windows left to do on the entire house, and then we're done. So, we don't have them, I ordered them, so it's going to be
A few
probably,
weeks.
yeah. And the reason we're ordering those now is because we feel like it'd be nice to get them and have them so that when we're ready to work on the house, we just have them right then and there. We don't have to wait anymore. And we've been having a pretty mild winter as the months go on. I don't know how it's going to carry on, but if there's a warm day, I might even try to do one here or there next month or whenever. So we'll see. We also wanted to let you guys know that there is no updates on the kitchen cabinets. We're actually going to hold off on the kitchen until further notice, and we're still working out that behind the scenes. So it's not over with. We're just waiting until we have an answer, and then we'll update you guys and let you know what we've decided and what's going on with the cabinets. But we're okay in that department right now. And I guess one more update before we go, something really cool, is that we added 2 new members to our family here.
Is that what they are?
Yeah. This is Tom, and this is Jerry. No, we don't have names for them, but we bought these plants. And now we're feeling very, very tropical. You can tell we've been inside from the winter too long.
Yeah.
So we just felt it was time to bring some life and some greenery into our home.
Yep.
And we were in a tropical mood. We saw these at the store, and we thought they were really cool, and that they were going to bring some really cool just presents in our house. So
Yeah.
this one.
That one's a Majesty Palm.
Can I show it?
Yeah.
This is so big.
It's like pretty much as tall as me.
I mean, okay. Can you see it yet? I'm gonna get water on the couch.
And this one is a yucca. This one's really cool.
Yeah, they were on sale. We grabbed them, and they look really cool. We're excited to get them in some better pots, and they'll eventually go in our living room. That's the plan right now, at least. We would love more plants all throughout our home. We really like the green. We like the plants. It's supposed to help
Healthy, oxygen.
clean the air and give you fresh everything.
And they look pretty. And
We got these little palms when we renovated this bedroom, and we just wanted something in the room, a plant to be by our bed. So we found these, and we thought these were really cool. What are these called again?
parlor palms.
These actually get pretty big too over time. They're just babies still. So that's our mini palm. And now we got a big daddy palm over here.
And we've never had plants like this.
No.
So It's like we're bringing the tropics to us.
Right. Newest additions, this one and this one. And I'm sure you'll see them when we work on the living room and put them in and everything, but we'll probably show you guys putting them in the pots or something. I don't know if we will, but you'll see them. You'll see them around the house, and now you'll know why we have a jungle in our home. So I guess we're going to wrap it up now. We appreciate you guys watching and sticking with us. We'll try to have another video soon, but until next time, take care.
Bye.